Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is the international reaction from around the world for Wolves' 3-1 defeat against Southampton. From palm trees to snow, from disappointment to frustration, let's go around the world.
Hey Dave, it is Zach from Los Angeles. Just dropped my friend off at the airport, so I'm in Westchester technically, I guess, but yeah, still Los Angeles all the same. Caught the Wolves game earlier, and unfortunate result, 3-1 being the scoreline. Wolves just didn't really look dangerous, didn't really capitalize on the chances that they should have, but I think the most surprising thing to me was that our defense just seemed a little lackadaisical. I think it's probably the best way to put it. Yeah, like the opening goal from Redmond in the first couple minutes was disappointing. Just seemed like they just kind of lost track of where the other team's strikers were. But hopefully going into next week or the next match against Brighton, they can take advantage of a team that's lost the last 3 games. So and hopefully get some momentum before going into the last couple games of the season. So yeah. Disappointing, but hopeful for Brighton. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully we can get goals from Jimenez and some of the other normal contributors. Yeah, so talk to you next time.
It's not very often I say this in the Nuno era where we've been so lucky, but I'm fuming about elements of that performance. It was so late. Every goal we conceded was due to laziness and not tracking, or not coming out of defence and not doing the right thing. Even though we dominated in large periods, we just didn't do what we normally do. Now, I can't believe that's nothing to do with what happened last weekend. I don't believe that. And I'm really unhappy about that game. I really am. Tiger, what do you want to say about it?
It was really bad, and defensively we didn't play well. Very dominate, you have to score. We had a big chance, and you think Jimenez is going to bury that volley, but he didn't, and it went out for a throw-in. A really bad shot.
It's hard to criticise the guys and the manager who have done so well for us recently, but that was poor. It was really poor, and it ruins the weekend. We all know that.
Hey Dave, this is Wolfman Jeff coming at you here in drizzly, miserable Alabama. Overcast, a feeling of blah for the day. And, well, that's kind of the theme for the day, isn't it? I was heartbroken at the FA Cup, but for this match, Dave, I gotta say I'm disappointed. And it was... I just can't avoid it. It was poor performance by our guys. I don't want to take anything away from Southampton, who did play rather well, especially Redmond with his brace. But there was just so many areas where our side, it kind of felt like they were playing together for the first time. And I just hope, Dave, that this is something we're going to get out of our system and move on. I know they're taking the trip to Spain, and hopefully that's what's going to help them get their head back into the match. So I had expected more. I was disappointed, but I've not given up hope. Nuno is going to pull his side together. We've lost before. We'll lose again, but we're going to win again. And so we need to get back to our winning ways. So, hey, Dave, hey, thanks for showing this on the international match. So we share this day of dreariness, but we hope for better and higher things. This is Wolfman Jeff. Thanks, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Wolves fans, Brian in Thailand. Well, that was a disappointing result. I can imagine Nuno's not happy. 2 consecutive games where we've conceded 3 goals. That wasn't good. Sace had a poor game. He got caught out within the first 2 minutes where Redmond ran across him, knocked it in. We got back on level terms through a volley header, and then Redmond got through. I don't think Sace looked over his shoulder. and made it 2-1 within about 2 or 3 minutes of us equalising. When it was 2-1, I thought we were still in the game. I actually thought, you know, we'll get back on terms, but didn't work. Traore come on, couple of touches, beat some players, and then faded out the game because I suppose he never got any service. And then the killer punch, Shane Long. Bad result, but we move on. Don't let the season peter out. See ya.
Alright, Dazzling Dave, international fan reaction, Harry from the Wolves 77 Club podcast. And I also have my own YouTube channel, Harry Mansell. I'm representing England on international walls from the West Midlands, UK. And that game was terrible, wasn't it? 1-0 down after the first couple of minutes, Redmond. We equalised through a great volley header. And then we go 2-1 down straight away. After the nightmare of last week, I was hoping we could get the equaliser. But it just wasn't to be. They go on and get the third. They needed the result to make sure they stay up in the league. It was either going to go one or two ways for us today. Either we were going to take last week's negative and turn it into a positive and play really well, or it was still going to be on our minds, still affect the players, and I think that's what happened today. It's going to be very tough for the rest of this season, the remainder of the games after last week in the semi-final, and I'm just gutted right now. That wasn't very good at all. I feel like our season's over, but I hope it's not. I hope we can still get 7th and have something to play for. And yeah, mate, I'm just absolutely gutted. I'm just trying to think of a positive to think of. Traore did quite well when he came on, I guess, down the right wing back role. Apart from that, Bolly's goal was good. It's just really, really disappointing at the moment, mate. Cheers for having me on, and let's hope we can bounce back against Brighton next week.
Hi, it's Andy from Victorian Wolves here, down in Melbourne. A bit foggy out this morning, a bit like my head. Right, so it's Sunday morning. I've had about 3 hours sleep since getting home after the game. I don't know what to think, really. Yes, last Sunday was disappointing. Seconds away from making the FA Cup final. No need to dwell on what happened next, because I think we're still all trying to get over it. I was expecting a big reaction last night. Just didn't happen. I think it would be very unfair to single out individuals who were just poor all over the park. Yes, Southampton needed the points. Their manager set them up well, and we were terrible. So another week will go by, keeping my head down on social media. Had a quick look this morning, saw some of the comments and shook my head and turned off very quickly. I'm sure Nuno understands what's happening. I think the next week will be very interesting on the training ground, where you just need to sort it out, quickly. Still got plenty to play for. I don't know what else to say, really. A bit disappointing. So that's all from me in Melbourne. Cheers, bye.
Bad day at the office, Dave. To be fair, I thought Southampton were fighting for their relegation, and Wolves just, to me, just seemed to be having a very emotional hangover from last Sunday. Even though they were good in fits and starts, all credit to Southampton. They created the chances. Our defence was just all over the place at times. I thought Traore did very, very well when he came on. It was just one of those days when I think that, you know, the emotional toll that we suffered, 6 days ago, just showed through. We did our best, and in flashes of brilliance, they were, at times it was just, we just gave in, gave way to a fighting, aggressive Southampton side, who, as I say, probably by winning this match are going to stay up in the Premier League. Okay, over and out from Fort Myers. Let's hope that they see the season out on a higher note.
Thanks to everyone that's contributed to this edition. As you can probably see, people are probably a little bit like this joker top here. Frustration, head gone a little bit still from that semi-final defeat. Has it been a hangover? Is the season going to peter out? The Marbella trip hopefully will reignite the season and get them back focused. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts below. And if you want to get involved in this feature wherever you are in the world, again, get in touch in the comments below or drop us an email. Until next time.